Hello, welcome back to Average Gamer Plays Factorio. I'm back in the sandpit world, and I'm working on an idea to improve the train flow in and out of these smelting arrays. The problem is that the LTN network dispatches a train, and if that train gets held up along the way and it times out, LTN thinks that it failed and it dispatches another one. The first train doesn't necessarily time out, it's just delayed, which means that you end up with, even though I've got a train limit here, so that is that's on an output. I've got train, these should all be set to 2. This might be on my original blueprint rather than the copy I took from the game. That's set to 2 trains. That's set to 2. That should be set to 2. Now, even though I'm going to sort of limit these to 2 trains, I'm still going to have more on the stacker. And I'm also thinking, so basically I've got 4 train stacker coming in. In fact, that is the wrong way round now because okay, doesn't fit, doesn't work the same way around. I've got 4 train stacker coming in for the inputs, and then a 2 train stacker coming in for the outputs. And I need to swap these around because these smelting arrays go left to right. I need to basically swap these stackers around, because I initially just took this top one and flipped it and rotated it, and then I put the signals on it afterwards. But the smelters are the opposite way round, so yeah, this is going to be a little bit fiddlier. Right, let's just move that out the way. Let's get a 4 train stacker on its own. So these are the inputs. Then we want a 2 train stacker on its own. They'll take that one. Those are going to be as annoying. Okay. I'm going to have to do the 4 train. Okay, let's have a rethink. Let's delete that whole half. Let's copy all of that. quickly. Let's paste it all down. Let's remove all the signals. Blueprint with logistic train stop cannot be flipped. Okay. This isn't going to be as easy as I thought. I thought I actually had everything designed, but then it didn't quite fit in the octagon, and I was going to have to move all the smelters sort of up a little bit to get the stackers to fit in. But now I've just realised the stackers aren't. See, if I rotate that, see, I could, yeah, I mean, I could just do it that way round, and I can have that like that. There's no reason why. Right, let's copy all this. I'll keep all of the keep all the rail signals. Now I could set these to be like that, so the trains can exit on either the left or the right. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want all of these I don't want it to be a two-way rail line in the middle. So those okay, those exit out one way, those exit out the other way. Okay. Now I'll have to change all the train station names again. These trains are going to go out to the right. These trains are going to go out to the left. These trains are all still going to come in from the top. Now I could still tweak this. So at the moment I'm going to have all of the trains sort of coming in on sort of diagonal line there. And I'll have yeah, I'll have two diagonal lines there because I'm going to have it's effectively going to be I'm looking down here for rails. I don't think I've got them down there. Right. So it's going to be something like, you know, the input to the octagon is going to be sort of somewhere in the middle-ish there. And then I'll have, yeah, no, I won't have these as diagonal lines. I'll have that as a rail curve there. That as a curve there, and then these can all just go. Something like that. I don't know. So that's going to be the entrance from the top of the octagon. And the trains are going to come in, and the input trains are going to come in down this line. The output trains are going to come in down the bottom line and sort of stack up down here. And there will be some crossovers here, but I think that's unavoidable. And the trains, because the trains are going to sort of come in down this line and then go into the stacker and park up out of the way of this line, they're not going to be blocking these junctions for too long. And I think I'm going to be able to get away with that. And then obviously I'll have something the same on the other side. Like that, and then that doesn't need to come all the way sort of down to there. That's just like a rough indication of where the inputs and outputs are going to be, and I can change the length of this line accordingly just to get it to line up with the lines coming in and out. But I think that is going to be I don't want to have necessarily all of the trains sort of coming out on the same line, because I think that might cause a bit too much congestion. I am aware, because this is the octagon is like in the bottom corner of the network of the whole base design, that the trains coming out here might have to queue up and wait for ore trains to get out the way, but hopefully there shouldn't be too much traffic on the actual roads part of it, if you see what I mean. All the traffic is just going to it's going to be able to come in and queue up very, very quickly over here, and hopefully, because I've now set these train limits to 2 and I've got enough stacker space, even if it does send 3 or 4 trains, we should still be okay. And I've still got enough. I don't think I don't know if I'm going to need more stackers for the outputs as well. We'll have to just see how that goes. But this train limit is set to 2. There's going to be room for 3. I can quite easily add an extra line or 2 onto the end of this stacker, and then onto the hopefully, I mean, I might have to just move this entire stacker down a little bit to give myself, there's not really a lot of room here to put another stacker in on this line here, so I wonder if I can move all that just down a bit. And then if I do need to add some more stacker onto there, I've got a bit of room to do it. So I will do this everywhere. So that is, let's just zoom out a little bit on there. Let's get a blueprint for an octagon. This is the one I've been putting down with the landfill. So that actually is just about will fit into there. I can probably tweak these the top right and the bottom left rails if I need to, but that will fit into an octagon. The smelters have to be pretty centralized in there. Yeah, I mean, it'll fit. I won't need to actually sort of edit that or change it, but I'll just need to place it pretty exactly. So it does mean basically I've got to dismantle the whole smelting array that I've built. I've got to clear it out, take it down, stick it all into storage chests, and then just put down this new blueprint and rebuild it all. So I'll blueprint that. New smelting array with train station names. If I put it down again, I'll just have to edit all the names to be you know, put smelting 2, copper 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, but on one of them it's going to be 2 of the iron ones are going to be brick for the production science. So I'm going to end up changing the station names anyway, but that'll be fine. I've got all the I've got all of the combinators set properly, requesting the correct amounts of the correct items. That is all. Yeah, I can probably even then just cut that corner a little bit, but it will fit, and then I'll just put something like that. Yeah, put a couple of signals along there. I might not need these chain signals. I'll keep them in there anyway. It doesn't appear to be affecting things too much, because that change signal follows on from that change signal, it's all going to be sort of based on whether there is a train sort of waiting in here. But this signaling system has worked in the past, so I'm not going to change it too much. So let's copy that, rotate it. I'll add the signals in. Okay. So that, I think, is a blueprintable design. So let's blueprint. Okay, let's do this tear down and rebuild. Whereabouts am I sitting in the new depot? So I'm just going to do this manually. Well, manually. I'm going to use it with my personal robots rather than setting up roboports and whatever. I think that will be sort of just as quick as anything else at the moment, just for this one build. So let's turn off all the ore delivery stations. Let's turn Alt back on. Turn that one off. That's interesting. Why has that got bricks in it? Is that a side effect of another train sort of coming in? Okay. Oh, that's me still refueling that train. Okay. Turn that off. That brick thing shouldn't reoccur. And let me just double check. It's probably delivered a copper train and whatever. It's still requesting copper ore. But yeah, that'll be completely broken. Turn that one off. Now then. Is that train going to stay there long enough for me to fix its... Yeah, it's okay. Right, let's start just dumping everything. Let's just put some chests down over here. But let's just do a separate one for all my stuff. Separate 1 or 2 for all my stuff, keep that all separate. So I've still got my deconstruction planner there, I've still got my bots. Let me just make sure the so I don't need that, I don't need those. Actually, maybe I do need those. Right, you're empty. You go back to the depot. You're empty. You go back to the depot. You're also empty. Ah, it's because I've turned these stations off, so the trains sort of come in there and then they just sort of wait. Yeah, the trains unload and then they sit there because the station's turned off. Yeah, that hasn't actually item erased everything that's in my Spidertron. Right, okay, let's start tearing this down. It's not going to take too long. Right, we just need to wait for the bots to recharge a little bit, so let's just go over and dump everything into these chests for a minute. Might have to get rid of my landfill station, but it served its purpose. And it's going to be easy enough to set up a new one. That'll do. Not bothered about those last few bits in there. Item erase. Okay. Blueprint. New smelter array. Control L. Have a look on the map. That'll go in around about exactly there. That'll fit. So let's start putting in things like beacons. Well, I mean, let's just pick everything up, I suppose. Don't suppose it actually matters what order it goes in. Throw all that into there. Throw all that into me. Let me come down here and get some more rails. Don't know how many more rails we'll need, but we'll just grab a load. even more, then we'll have to head back to the other base to get some more. Chain signals, okay. Yay. I know we have lots of signals. Probably too many, but well, we're still doing some research somewhere along the line. Yay. We need to hook this up to some power as well. Some big electric poles there. Okay. Power, that's got power. That one hasn't, but we will just run that across to there. That's got power. That's got power, that's got power, and that's got power. So, turn that on. Turn that one on. Let's just make all these network ID -1. What was the these ore trains were... Yeah, no, I think it's the network ID is only sort of really important for the... So those ore trains actually go to these ore mines, so that is network ID 2. I think everything else inside there I'm going to keep as network ID -1. So, let's see, we have that on for -1. Right, I'm going to need some wires, I think. I have some wires. So let's just double check here that everything, because I moved these stations down a bit. That is still connected. That needs... let's move that down to there. Then let's connect that one into that. Network ID -1 on. That is connected. -1. So, let's see. Keep this running. That's looking a lot better, isn't it? That is looking a lot better. Nothing is holding anything up now. Now that's interesting there. Okay. That is coming in for plates. That goes out, that comes in. We're still waiting for ores though. There's some ore. Still not perfect. The point is, I don't know if I'm ever going to get it to be perfect. I didn't think. Well, I thought I might need more stackers on here. That's interesting. Okay, so the upshot of this, I think, is that I need more copper mines because I'm using plates faster than I'm mining them. And now everything's got backed up. Let's just leave it for a while and see if it does actually, you know, because some of these trains will time out. Let's so that starts moving, everything there. Well, to some extent it starts moving again. Let's just send that one back to the depot because that is going to... And now finally some ore comes in. Okay, so I think this sort of will work okay as long as we're getting enough ore coming in. I think to get enough ore coming in, I need more mines, which I always kind of knew that I would have to do anyway. I think as long as there is, you know, quite why it's sending so many trains to the output stations, or to the same output station, I do not know. I wasn't expecting the trains to start backing up onto these lines here at the top, to be honest. So it's surprising, really, sort of how hungry the whole base actually is. But yeah, I need more trains feeding the ores. See, that was 96. It's now 93. 38 down to 36. Yeah, these they're going down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, same sort of problem happening here, I think. Yeah, that's lots of trains stacked up there. So the ores can't get in, so the trains can't get out. That's come from depot 3-8, so it should have come from an ore depot. So yeah, I'll just need to do the same thing again on the other smelting arrays and tidy those up and make sure that they're all configured to be for the correct depots. And yeah, plug in more mines, basically. So we'll carry on with that next time round. I mean, I know I'm in a situation where I didn't have a chance to sort of seed or fill up this smelting array first before, you know, it was starting as soon as I turned it on, it was starting to feed all the factories, so it's effectively been playing catch up for ages, and I don't know if I can ever get it to stop playing catch up until I turn off some of the other, you know, the science labs or something. But I think the idea is, if I build yeah, more mines, more trains, more stations feeding the ores into the smelting array, then eventually it will although I suppose I could turn off some of the sciences and just get it to fill itself up again, because then we're in the stage where even if once the ore station requests a train, it's still got like 100,000 ore and it's still making plenty of plates. So yes, I might do that and see if that sort of cuts down some of it, because I'm using this up as fast as I'm generating it, and I should really try and sort of generate a bit of a stockpile first. So I'll do that, and I will I'll come back a bit later on and see how it goes. Bye for now.